Hi everybody, Alex Deployer from Expert Forex, and I hope this video gives you lots of money-making Forex trading ideas.
Now, Forex robots are amazing. Firstly, they're profitable. We ran a competition trading all of our trading robots earlier this year, and as you can see on the slide there, all of them were traded profitably by our clients. Not only that, we have almost 400 robots currently running, and the overall profitability is quite amazing. Now, a lot of people think robot trading is tricky or difficult. All it is an automation of a trading method, and there's no shortage of ideas. And if the idea doesn't work, all you do is you reverse the direction of trade, and there's a possibility that it will then work. So there are just so many opportunities out there to make money in this Forex market. These EAs or Forex robots, they automate trading so that they allow you to relax. And they also allow people like myself to experiment. So when we see a trading concept, we immediately write a robot. It takes a few hours. We test it thoroughly, and we know whether there's any validity to our trading concept or not. Now, the robot you're going to see today was literally conceived within 3 hours. I saw the price action, I created the concept, and EA Factory wrote the EA. Literally within 3 hours we had a performing EA. Then just a quick reminder that the EAs you just saw previously that were traded in our trading competition, plus 3 more bonuses, are still available at an 81% discount, and we also have a 60% discount still running on our 3 most productive EAs. That is the Make Money EA, the Grid Trend Multiplier, and the Dream Machine. So let's have a look at this particular EA that managed to trade $5,000 to $1 million. In the next few hours, I'm going to be trading $5,000 to $1 million in the Forex market. And you will be seeing this process from the beginning to the end in this video. The trading will also be linked to an FX Blue account that you can watch later on to view the actual trades that took place. But the most important thing about this video is I will give you an exact recipe, step by step, that will guarantee that you can do this too. Now, it isn't rocket science. It's merely a case of finding the right broker and using the right EA, and full details of that will be supplied. But I will also supply you with a lot of information, and all you need to do is virtually copy that information step by step. Now, all of this has been done before. In a previous video, I traded $5,000 to over $1 million over a number of hours. And I made a video of that, and the video attracted a lot of attention, over 160,000 views, and a lot of likes, and also a lot of dislikes. But the problem with that video is I didn't show you step by step how I did it. I showed you the trading and the results. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how it is done. And people who have bought the EA that does this are still battling to actually do the process. So this is why I'm doing the video. I'm doing the video so that the total process is shown, and all you need is this video to do it by yourself. You don't need to refer to any other information. Now, it's important that you also enjoy this experience and that you don't take it too seriously. A lot of people took this so seriously, and you can see by the number of dislikes I had on the previous video that people viewed the video with a lot of mistrust. Now, I'm going to remove all of that because I'm going to actually show you the full process so that you can do it yourself. So during this video, I'm going to give you the exact link to download the EA that you will use and that I am using in this video. I'll also give you the exact process to open an account with a very specific brokers that allows this to happen. I must stress, this only works with very, very specific brokers. It is unlikely to work with your broker. It is very important to watch and listen to the whole video for the links and information that I'm going to be providing, because I'm going to be providing that in the quiet times while trading is happening in the background and I have time to chat about the process. Now the process will take a few hours. You don't make $1 million in a few minutes, so the video will be edited so that it is not too long for you to watch, and yet you will be able to see everything that you need to see to view the process and also to get the information you need to get to do this on your own. Okay, so here are the charts that I will be using. They are set up. I am ready to start trading, and before I do, I'll just go through a few details as we move on. Now, the EA that I'm going to be using is called the Candle Trader. There's the name, and currently it's not active because auto trading has not been enabled. But what I'm going to show you are the settings of this Candle Trader, and I'll just open that up for you and we'll have a look at that. Now, when loading this EA, it's important to tick on allow live trading and allow DIL imports, and then the inputs that I'm going to use is we're going to be trading candles, and we're going to be trading them on the 1 minute time frame. So we're only going to trade candles that have a minimum bar height of 3 pips. So it's a 1 minute candle that has a minimum bar height of 3 pips. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell the previous high and buy the previous low. So we could end up with 2 transactions for every candle. And we're going to trade long and short in most of the currencies. As we go along, I might amend that as we go along. We're going to use maximum spread of 5, although this particular broker has a fixed spread of 1 for all its currencies. I'm going to trade a very high percentage risk. It's going to be 10% of equity is going to be risk on every trade. So this is a scalping EA. So we're going to go for a stop loss of 3 pips. And we're going to use a take profit of only 1 pip. So it's really in the nature of a scalping EA. And we're not going to worry about time of day or anything like that. So those are the settings that I'm going to use. So just to remind you, what we're going to do is we're going to sell the previous candle high and we are going to buy the previous candle low. That's how the scalping will happen. We're only going to go for 1 pip and we're going to pay a spread of 1 pip. And we will have a stop loss of 3. So we're going to have losses and we're going to have profits, and let's see how that all works out. So those are the settings, and what I've done is I save these settings. I save them like that, and they saved as scalp setting, and then what that helps me do is I can then just copy those settings from onto the other charts. I don't have to do the settings over and over again when I load them up. So there we are. We're ready to go, and all I have to do, quite honestly, is to start auto trading. I'm going to start auto trading, and things might not work out at first, and I may have to adjust some of the settings as I go on. I haven't done this for a while, so let's get going. I'm going to start auto trading. Here I go. Bang. All right, so immediately it starts opening a trade, and there we are. We've already got a successful deal. Gee, that's very quick. All right, let's have a look. So I'm going to actually look at my my account, and I'll just open that up a little bit more. And look at this. We've just generating 4 successful deals in a row, and they've been generated on the yen, the euro, pound, and the yen. So the Aussie in New Zealand hasn't generated a deal. The pound franc hasn't generated, but these ones have. There's an error on the one, so let's have a look at that. No problem with that. What I'll just do is I'll just open and close that one, and the error might go away. Yeah, there, the error's gone. Okay, so let's just keep on watching. We've had 4 successful deals literally in the first minute of trading. Our account has already gone up $600. So let's just see if there's anything else required. Now, strangely, it's not working. There's a loss that's just been recorded there, and that loss is eaten up a lot of our profits that we've made so far. Now, there are no trades happening on these particular currencies. I might have to change the currency to a better currency, maybe. As I say, I haven't done this for a while, so let's have a look at why this isn't happening. You can see these candles are slightly different to those candles. I'll just open that one up a bit. Okay, yeah, you see there's a lot more overlapping there than over here. You can see why that's happened. So, and let's see which currency has generated the loss. So I'm going to have to adapt things as I go along. So the euro pound has generated a profit and a loss. It's generated 2 profits and 2 losses. So it's made up for its loss so far. And as you can see, it's just pumping away, and it keeps on pumping away. And the loss is now forgotten. And if it makes another loss, it will just bring us down to normal again. But let's just keep on going. This method has a high success rate. There's another success coming in, and it looks like it's only the US yen and the euro pound that's trading at the moment. I'm not sure what's the problem with this particular, with the Aussie yen. Doesn't seem to like the trading on the Aussie yen. When I get a message like that, I'm just going to refresh the EA, and hopefully that will resolve that. Okay, so we've got a lot of winners. We've got 1 loser so far. Now this will need to run for a very long time. After a while, you'll see, because we are risking 10% of our free margin, slowly the amount that we win will start going up. So it started at $160. Now it's up to 180. It's just suffered a loss. So again, the euro pound has been the loser. I'm going to run it for another 5 minutes or so, and what we might do is we might actually give up on the euro pound and just trade the yen, because the yen hasn't had a loss yet. I will just consider that at some stage. So there's 1 Aussie New Zealand that's just opened, the first Aussie New Zealand that's just opened. Let's see if that goes positive or negative. We have a buy there, suddenly slightly negative, and there it's just skipped down to the next candle. It's just opened a new candle. So there's something going on with this particular currency that doesn't look too good, and should we suffer losses, there's a loss. Okay, we've been going for a while now, and as you can see, the losses that are being created are mainly coming from the euro pound and the Aussie New Zealand. So what I've done is I've switched I've actually closed the charts for the euro pound and the Aussie New Zealand, and at the moment I only have the yen running. Now the yen has not suffered any losses up to now, so let's just run with the yen. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you can see that's already made quite a bit of gains on the yen, and we'll just have to see, and this might just take a little bit longer. And every now and then you'll see this number going up. The trades sometimes happen so quickly that you actually can't see them on this side, and it's easier to watch them on the actual account side. So there you are. You see how quickly that one happened. There's another positive, and you can see the numbers going up as the profits accumulate, and very soon we're going to be making $1,000 a trade or so. Right, there's been another successful deal. So now, as you can see, the time now is 5:16. I'm going to just let this run for about an hour or so, and we'll come back and have a look at it in about an hour's time, and then we will possibly add another currency or just leave the yen to trade on its own. So far, the yen has not made a single loss. What I also then will do is I'll start giving you information about this particular broker, and also how you can download this Candle Trader EA. Okay, back again. I'm going to try and trade another currency on this one. I'm going to load the US CAD as a potential chart. And what I'll do is I'll load the Candle Trader on there, and I will load the scalping set file on there. Open. There we have the settings that we want. We say OK, and we haven't authorized the DLLs or live trading, and it hasn't authorized that. So I'm going to click that, and it should start trading pretty quickly. And let's see how the CAD goes. It might be a good partner for the yen. So here we go. We've got the CAD going. Let's see if the CAD's all right. So the yen is still continuing its successful run. So far we haven't had a single loss on the yen. Let's see how in the meantime the yen just continues pumping trades and successful trades, and that's not so bad. Okay, those are very quick trades. It was so quick we couldn't even see it. That was closed very quickly. So we're up to 278 per trade, 287. You see how quickly these trades happen, faster than the eye can see. Okay, back again, and it's now 6:24. We started trading at basically 5, and so that's been an hour and a half. And let's just recap what has happened. We started with 4 currencies, and we eliminated 2 and added the CAD back in later on. The CAD isn't performing that well. Although it hasn't made any losses, it's also not generating many trades. This EA doesn't work on all currencies, and you can see there's a few positive CAD transactions there, but it hasn't really performed that well. The yen, on the other hand, is performing very well and generating trades as it should. So it's actually complying with the rules of the EA. It's selling at the top of candles and buying at the bottom of candles, and the yen so far has not had a single loss. Now, what did happen, and we actually stopped trading for about 15 minutes, is that as you can see here, the yen, the lot sizing reached the broker's maximum. The broker's maximum lot size is 100 lots per trade. And it reached that point. And when it reached that point, because we were using a percentage of free margin, the EA actually stopped trading. So the EA stopped trading for about 15 minutes. I then noticed that, and all I did is I went into the manual setting and I set the manual setting to 100 lots per trade, and it then resumed. And as you can see, it's now generating more or less the same amount per trade, and it hasn't made any losses. The yen just carries on running. So I'm just going to leave this running as it is. It is pumping nice positive trades all the time. Let's have a look at the yen. There we are. You can see it's doing regular trading. Some candles it's even trading 2 trades per candle, and it is trading quite regularly, so that's quite good. Let's just have a look. Sometimes it's because of the speed of this price feed. It does miss trades according to the rules of the EA, and that's just unfortunate, but at least it's catching enough trades to keep us happy. You can see that empty part is where before the adjustment of the minimum lots. So it's going slowly because we're only trading 1 currency per trade, basically making over $1,000 per trade. We've already made $50,000 on our $5,000, so it's not too bad for an hour and a half, of which most probably a couple of minutes were wasted because of the maximum lot being reached. Okay, while we have a bit of a break now, let's talk about how you can purchase and install the EA. The EA is available from this link over here. You can purchase it for $1 by clicking on that link. EA Factory supplies the EA and will supply you with the install file. All you do is you then activate the install file, and it will automatically be loaded on your broker platform that you specify. When you install, you then install the EA on a chart, and the chart recommended is the yen. As you can see, the yen is really producing some really good results, and you then use the settings that are on the right, and you allow live trading and you allow DLL imports. So these are the settings. I've already discussed these settings through with you. The only point here is that you start out with the settings that I showed you, which is risking 10% of your free margin. When that hits 100 lots, you have to then change it to manual lot sizing at 100 lots, and then you can trade onwards. Then it will permanently, just because that is the maximum amount of lots that most brokers allow. Okay, so that's how you purchase the EA. The installation is pretty simple. As I said, you download this installation file, click on it, you then follow the instructions, and you load it into the data file of this particular broker. And then when you've done that, you go to the navigator, click on over there, the navigator opens, you right click on expert advisors, which is over there, and you just press and just click on the refresh. The refresh will then bring up the candle EA, and you can simply drag that onto the chart to activate the EA. So getting the EA is very easy, and I'll give you more details about the broker. Okay, the time now is 6:43. Progress is going to be slow. We're basically making $1,000 every a minute or so. So we'll have another look at the progress that is made in about an hour's time, and then I'll also chat about more about the broker and the EA. So let's have another look in about an hour's time. Okay, back again. The time is now 7:34. The CAD is now starting to produce the occasional trade, and the yen continues to trade profitably. We haven't had a loss for a very, very long time, so things are moving quite nicely. At the rate of profit making at the moment, it looks like we're going to be doing about 100,000 every hour. So it's going to take us most probably another 8 hours to generate the million that we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is that we'll pop in every 2 hours and have a look at how the trading is going. As you can see, it's going pretty smoothly at the moment. We've settled down. We've found the currencies that are stable for this type of trading. The yen is certainly a pretty good currency for it, and we're slowly building up to the million, but it's going to be a lot slower than originally anticipated. So we'll review progress in about 2 to 3 hours. Right, so this is the first review, and we'll have a look, and the profitability is going up nicely. And basically what I'm going to do is just review the trading, see which currencies are causing losses, which ones are possibly problematic. And at this stage, it looks like the Canadian dollar and the yen are causing losses. So, and those are occasional and are very quickly made up by positive trades. So there's no major concerns here. So the time now is at 10:05, and we'll review the progress in the next review in a few hours' time. Okay, we're ready for our second review, and you can see the profitability's gone up quite nicely, and we just need to look at some patterns in the actual trading. Now, you can see there have been a few losses, and strangely enough, they all Canadian sells. Canadian sell, Canadian sell. Another Canadian sell. So we're starting to see a pattern here. there's a Canadian sell, another Canadian sell, loss. So this particular price action that's happening now doesn't like Canadian sells, or it could actually be a function of the broker price feed. There's a yen, but it's very isolated, and another sell. So I think the thing to do is to go to that expert advisor and actually just change it. Now I have already changed that to longs just before, so you just select long, so it will no longer now trade sells, and hopefully the profitability levels will accelerate after that change that has been made. So what we'll do, it is now 12:28. We'll come back in a couple of hours time to review the progress. Okay, time for the next review, and the progress has been really good, 880,000, and the CAD trades have improved since we've only started going for buys in the CAD, and you can see that the results are all nicely positive. When looking at the yen, you can see that the EA is creating sells at the top of candles and buys at the bottom of the candles. So it's trading quite nicely. And profitability has improved with almost 100% success rate in the last few trades. So not much longer to go. Okay, so the next question is, how do I download the broker account? So essentially, here is the broker's website. You go to this address, forexswiss.com, and this is the website you go to. Then you click on MetaTrader 4, and that will download their platform. And once you've downloaded their platform, you just click on File, Open an Account, and you then open an account with this particular broker. Once your account is open, you open a chart, let's say the US yen, and the US yen is a good one to start with. It's quite reliable. And then once you've done that, you load the candle trader EA into that platform and then onto the chart, and that is explained in this video. So this is the second missing link. The first link is the EA that does the job. The second link is the broker account that allows the EA to work in a way that you can trade $5,000 to $1 million. This particular account is quite unique. This process will not work on conventional brokers. Okay, we are close to $1 million right now. The time is 15:48. We started, I think, at 5. Yes, 5 o'clock, 15. So it's taken 10 hours. That's about 100,000 per hour to get this far. And let's have a look. It's already added another 1,000 to the number, and we are there. So really, let's have a look at what's happened in this video. Basically, I started with 4 currencies. Some of them didn't trade, some of them were a bit messy. I eventually went to the yen on its own. That has really been trading exceptionally well, and has only had very, very, very few losses there. And then I added the Canadian dollar, and that traded quite well, but then started making losses on, I think it was the sells. I then switched off the selling function for the EA, and the Canadian continues to trade. You can see it's there. It is only buying now, so all the positive trades that you can see are buy trades for the Canadian. The yen has been positive on, having said that, it's just made a loss. The yen has been positive on buys and sells. There's a lot, the volatility of the yen is increasing, and that's probably why the loss was incurred. But so that's the background to the trading. There is no reason why you can't do the same. So what you would do is you'd use the information that is supplied. You would open the broker account as shown in the slide and download the MT4 from there and open that up. And the important thing is to remember that you must trade the EA on a 1 minute chart. I would recommend that you stick with the US yen completely, and you could use the Canadian, but just watch them. If they start making losses in a certain direction, like the yen has started making buy losses, and that's problematic. And you could start switching off the buys or whatever, but only if it's a sustained problem. And so there's no reason why you can't do what I've just done in the last 10 hours. You would download the EA. The EA is only $1, so it's really nothing much there. Download the EA from the website that I've provided, implement it like I have done right now, and the settings have been shown. I'll just show you the settings again that I am using. There they are, very simple. Minimum bar height 3, sell the high and buy the low of a candle. I've got it currently set for manual risk of 100 because that's the broker's maximum. But until you reach that, you can do it on a percentage of equity basis, and that would be fine. And then it's initial stop loss only 3 and take profit 1. That's the setting. Very simple settings, uncomplicated. Yeah, it is, and I must stress, it is vitally important that you use the broker that I have provided, the broker name that I have provided. It will not work on other brokers because this price feed is a very special price feed. If you look at a conventional broker, you'll see that the 1 minute charts do not have a variation of 3 pips like every single candle here have got a variation of 3 pips. That's very unnatural, and the broker basically does that to lure people in, and when they open their live accounts, they literally steal the money out of the accounts. Now I'm talking about personal experience, and let me just show you that. So what happened is that a couple of people saw a similar video to the one I've just made. They said, oh, it must be possible on a manual basis. So I said, no, it's not. And then a lot of the clients got together and we collected $50 from a whole lot of clients, 100 clients. And, we then risked $5,000 on this particular trade. So I started exactly the way I tested it on demo, and within 3 minutes, the $5,000 had been stolen out of the account, and the broker just took over the charting and just went mad and stole it. But the broker didn't know that I was recording it as a video, so I actually recorded the broker's activities on video. And what then happened then is if you now search for that broker does not exist anymore, and my video is number 1 on if you search for the broker, which is West Valley Broker. And my video has played a role in closing it down, and so has Peace Army, who has identified them as scammers as a result of the video, because the video actually is the evidence that they did it. They just kept on doing it with clients, but clients did not record the evidence. So unfortunately, this account cannot be linked to FX Blue. The server is not linked to FX Blue, but here are the details. You can see that is the server that was used in this video, and there's the account number, and here is the investor password that you will need to go into the account. So if you want to have a look at the actual account, you just use that information that I've just supplied you. Let's have a look at the progress that we make. Oh, there we are, one more trade and we've done our million. And then again, the other thing you must realize that this is a demo account. The broker will not allow this on a live account. So why did I do this? This is fun. Forex trading is very serious, and people have a serious loss of humor when it comes to Forex trading. This is just fun. What it shows that these kind of things are possible. And if you're clever, you can write very clever EAs that take advantage of these kind of things. But certainly it is not possible on a live account. But what you can do, and what we do, is we call this EA a novelty EA. So what you can do is you can do what I've just done. You can impress your friends. You can say, look, I am going to trade $2,000 to $1 million. Have a look at this. And then you can impress them and play around with that. Or you can actually look at the technology behind this EA. This EA basically trades the previous candle's high. It sells the previous candle's high, and it buys the previous candle's low. So that's quite a clever EA. It's nice and simple, but quite a clever one. You can see we're now shooting past $1 million. The price feed is what makes this work. We've had hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people, looking for brokers that have a price feed like this, that are conventional, that will allow this. There aren't such brokers around, so don't waste your time. It can't be done on a live account. So I hope you found this video interesting, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do exactly what I've just done on a demo account.
Thanks for watching this video. If you've liked it, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and click the bell. But most importantly, share this video. You can do this in many ways. Message your friends, send them emails, or share it on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and those kind of places. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.